Hey, it's Cho, and I'm back with another video. I'm not going to bore you guys by lying and saying how I'm not going to be verbose in this video and talk a lot. It's going to be a long one, so buckle up, and we're going to get right into it. As you can tell by the title, we are talking about youth to the people. Now, the last time I spoke about youth to the people on this channel, I was dragging them. And I was dragging them in support of Nye, aka LA Beautyologist. Now I know what you're thinking. I thought you didn't like Nye. I thought you didn't like Nye. Well, I don't really like her that much, but I did want to defend her because youth to the people were allegedly stealing her content. And I don't think that's right, whether I like you as a content creator or not. Right is right and wrong is wrong. You guys, you know you can always depend on me to have nuanced takes and opinions. One day I could be dragging you in a video, the next day I could be defending you in a video, and this might be one of those videos, spoiler alert. But if you want to know a little bit of an update on that situation between Youth to the People and LA Beautyologist, go watch that video above. But getting into today's video, Youth to the People is in yet another controversy, unfortunately for them. And before I talk about that, I kind of want to talk about Youth to the People as a brand. Now, they started the brand not too long ago, to be honest. Like, I still consider it a new-ish brand. And I have my receipts right here because listen, remember this video, allegations, theories, speculations, and opinions. And I've got receipts because no one's gonna sue me in this house, okay? Now, from the very beginning, they have built their brand on a foundation of diversity, inclusion, and equity. You know, they're part of the DEI crew, okay? And if you look at their Instagram page or any of their social media pages, it won't take you long to notice that the content creators that they use and promote are minorities. The models that they employ for their campaigns are minorities. And in both of those categories, there's an emphasis on black creators and black models. And so that doesn't take a rocket science to see on their social media pages. Now, they've also centered really diverse populations and black people when it comes to their educational campaigns and their promotional campaigns. So I saw some stuff that they did on their blog, which is very community driven, by the way, very community driven. And we're not gonna, focus too much on these different campaigns, but you can see here how they featured a celebrity makeup artist. They featured a photographer. They talk about black estheticians. And so they really, in my opinion, they have kind of gone above and beyond to really market themselves the way that they have, and it's been really effective. They are a very popular brand. I've only bought one product from them, their superfood cleanser. If you are interested in this product, definitely check the description box below, and there will be an affiliate link there for you to purchase it. I actually love this product. Now, the reason I don't shop too much with Youth to the People is because they're a little bit out of my price range in general. Listen, my bank is not making money moves the way that it should these days. And I know what some of you are probably thinking, oh, but you buy Paula's Choice and they're just as expensive. Well, the difference is Paula's always having a sale, honey. I don't buy Paula's Choice unless there's a sale, and she's always having a sale. Youth to the People, it's not like that, so I can get away with buying some expensive products that are more discounted. That being said, I love the Superfood Cleanser. Again, go buy that. It's really good. I think it's overpriced, but it's really good. That being said, I do not follow Youth to the People very closely. So I took a little bit of time to dive, not deep, I'm not going to pretend like I did like a deep dive into the brand, but I did some surface level research. I spoke to some people behind the scenes. I looked up their website, looked at their past on social media. I kind of did some digging, but just surface level. And I'm impressed. I mean, I gotta be honest, I'm impressed with the brand overall. Now, they've really, gone down the path of woke marketing. Like, those that know me know I'm not a woke type of person. I don't get down with the woke mob. I've been canceled a couple times on Twitter.com. I'm sure I'll get canceled again.
Why am I getting so much backlash?
But that's neither here nor there. I respect their hustle, and their marketing strategy has definitely worked really well, and I'm very impressed. But internally, I don't know what's going on at the company. Now, externally, we can see the facade about what's going on externally, but like, do they pay Black creators the same when it comes to ad campaigns? I don't know this. Now, I do know one influencer that works very closely with this brand, and it seems to me like they have a great working relationship. This person has been a part of different promotional campaigns. This person has done ads for them on a consistent basis when it comes to most of their new releases. So I don't know. I can't say that I can judge them one way or not. Like, is there pay parity or disparity between Black creators and their counterparts? Like, are they getting paid the same amount? I don't have the answers to this. But if you have the answers, you guys can always slide into my DMs, okay? Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Grindr, ChristianMingo.com. I mean, slide into my DMs, okay, guys? I really want the tea. So that's that's how I feel about them externally. That's how I feel about them internally. Now, what happened recently is a mess, honey. It's a mess. They recently had a brand event where they seemingly treated creators that they've worked with in the past to like dinner, maybe drinks, I don't know, kind of like a party type of deal. Since the pandemic has been raging on and on, all that BS, these brands have stopped doing brand trips. Once upon a time, they would bring creators and send them to Mexico, Cancun, send them to Spain. They would pay for like a luxurious vacation that was going to be meant to be, promoted to their viewers and their audience and their consumers. And so this is kind of used to the people trying to start that again in a safe way, I guess. The only problem is that pictures of the event were released and there were no Black creators.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn.
Not one Black creator was in sight. Now you might be thinking, well, that's strange. We just got done talking about how most of their models, most of their content is centered around Black creators and minorities. Yet there was only one Asian female at the event, based off what I can see. Now, I don't have the photos, okay? I saw these photos several days ago on Instagram, on a snap or whatever. I didn't think much of it, to be quite frank with you. So I didn't even think to screen. Usually I screenshot everything. I screenshot everything. Okay, I hold a lot in the vault, like Yolanda Hadid says.
I hold a lot in the vault, honey.
Okay, but this is the one time I didn't screenshot them. So I'm sorry I don't have that receipt. But there was one Asian female in attendance. The rest were white people, okay? Now, after receiving some backlash on social media, Youth to the People immediately released this apology. And they say to our community, some of you may have noticed that we have been quieter than usual on social. We've been taking the time to have meaningful internal conversations. We recently hosted an event with creators that lacked Black representation. This is not reflective of the diversity of Youth to the People. For this, we are sorry and we take full accountability. We will continue working to ensure diversity, equity, and inclusion. are fully integrated into our organization and that we will amplify creators of all backgrounds. Thank you to our community for holding us accountable, and we welcome your continued feedback. Now, before we get into my opinion, let's get into a little bit of the reception they've received from that message and see if you align with some of these messages or not, and then we'll have a discussion afterwards. Now, it's been mixed. I will say that a lot of minority consumers took, great dissatisfaction with this occurrence or a lack thereof, the lack of representation at this brand trip or whatever. And then other people on the other, non-black people have been a little bit more forgiving to Youth to the People. Saying, how they are showing gratitude for Youth to the People's, immediate transparency and commitment to rectifying the issue. Now, I did screenshot a couple of the responses. Let's take a look at them over here. One guy says, "I love this. Hey, some male Indian representative would be dope too." Someone else says, "Appreciate your transparency and love, you guys. If you're looking to be mindful of all minorities, I'd love to see more Persian content creators such as myself." Someone said, "I think being mindful of all minorities would be appreciated too. I'd love to see some more Chinese content creators. Inclusion shouldn't be meeting an agenda, it should be genuine." And then someone said, "Include all types of minorities, not just black people, Latinos, Asians, natives, etc. Thank you." So the girls are out here. The girls are trying to get a piece of the pie, honey. Can you blame them? If there's coin to be made, listen, these influencers are hungry. Okay, these influencers, let me tell you, these influencers are hungry. We just got done telling you how we see how hungry the girls are. You see how Lab Beauty Muffin's friends, her influencer friends, all backstabbed her for a coin. If you haven't watched that video, go watch that video up there. I'm still mad about that, by the way. But you see how hunger for the coin will lead you to sacrifice other people. See, these people are hungry. Then my mama responded under here, Esther Olu. That's my mama. And she said this. Two things. Actions speak louder than words. This is a great step forward, and I hope better action will be taken by the brand to be more inclusive of black creators, especially observing how they are treated in this industry. Secondly, it is very telling in these comments seeing non-black people making this post about themselves. The issue was there was recordings of black people specifically not being at this event. That is the premise of this conversation. That is the reason accountability is being taken. This issue primarily affects the black community and black creators. This isn't a what about me moment. This is only a message that can be accepted by those directly affected by the situation. Inclusivity is always important, but this is not the time or the place to do this. I look forward to your future actions in making this a more inclusive space for black creators. Well spoken, well said. I don't know if I agree 100% with that. I'm not going to nitpick and make this an argument, but I'm going to give my thoughts now. I have a very nuanced take that falls somewhat down the middle of the road here. First off, I'm going to go on record and say that based off of my limited research of the brand, I think they've done an excellent marketing strategy. I think they've done very well so far. If you're part of the woke mob, then you're gonna love Youth to the People. Okay? If you love fancy skincare, you're gonna love Youth to the People. If you love effective skincare, based off of the results that I see in reviews and comment sections, you're gonna love Youth to the People. And if you are a minority, I think you're also going to love the representation that they put out there in their marketing. So I think there's a lot to love about Youth to the People. And they're doing a really good job. Their popularity is not by mistake, okay? Now, the problem with YouTube people is that they have shoehorned themselves into a position where they have to constantly, feed the woke agenda. They have to constantly be thinking about all these issues surrounding identity politics, which I think is a very pernicious thing in modern day right now. Because look at what happened, okay? As far as I know, which again, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I have not done a deep dive on YouTube people. I've done a very surface level approach to researching this brand. However, from everything I have seen, they have actually walked the walk and talked the talk. It seems as though they really are, like, the behavior has been aligned with the messaging. Hear that again. Their behavior, their historical behavior, has actually aligned with their messaging. Typically, those things don't align, okay? But from what I see, it has. And so, when an innocent mistake comes up like what happened with this brand event, you get eviscerated. The girls want to take your head off, okay? That's what happens. And, when I see them make a mistake, a glaring mistake, by the way, this is definitely a glaring mistake, because if you go above and beyond to try to center Black voices and Black creators, and you don't have, any Black representation at a brand event, that's a glaring mistake. Don't get me wrong here. Like, I'm not giving them an excuse. I'm not giving them an out. I'm just saying that looking at their past behavior outside of the situation with LA Beautyologist that I covered in a previous video, outside of that, they seem to have a decent, at least a decent, give them decent. They have a decent track record of behavior towards the Black community. Now, if they don't, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. Correct me if I'm wrong. But to me, I think I just want to give them a little bit of grace. And then the other issue is, look at the comment section. You got Persians, you got Indian men, you got Chinese. I mean, I don't understand people's goal. It just seems as though we're going to force companies to, make very arbitrary decisions when it comes to representation. And then when it comes to these, identity politics, what do you want them to have? You've got 10, you can afford 10 spots. There's more than 10 identities. So someone's always going to be left out. You gotta have a Black person, you gotta have a Chinese person, you gotta have a one-legged person, you gotta have a purple person, It's a little ridiculous if I'm being quite frank, okay? This is just my opinion. Don't kill me, don't shoot me. It's just my opinion.
There's nothing wrong with my views or beliefs because I have freedom of speech and everything I'm saying is true.
But it's a little ridiculous. I don't know what the end goal is, I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing here. And so, what do you guys think? While I don't know the ins and outs to the people, I can say that on the surface, they seem like a great company. This was a glaring mistake on their end. A ridiculous mistake. I don't know who made this mistake, but child, I know they're getting a lashings behind the scenes because that was a major mistake. But I don't know. I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think about their decision, their apology? Do you accept their apology? Is it your apology to even accept? I want to know everyone's opinion. So drop down in the comment section and let me know. Definitely like this video, because if you don't, you're gonna have acne like me. I have acne right now, guys. It's like so ugly. You're gonna be ugly like me because I didn't like my own video last week. That's why I have acne. It works. So like the video. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.